everyone. Welcome to week 2 of the Eco Alphabet. This week, B is for balloons. Balloons tend to surround every single holiday that you could think of. Birthdays, New Year's, Valentine's, I hope you feel better, get well. Absolutely anything. They're used for any special occasion. And one thing that we didn't even realize until recently is that balloons fall into the category of plastic stuff that we don't really need, but we think that we do. Honestly, before a few weeks ago, I didn't even realize that balloons were plastic. I didn't really think of what they were made of. And even more so than just plastic, it's single use plastic. There are two types of balloons, latex balloons and mylar balloons. So, latex balloons are usually considered biodegradable. However, even though they only stay floating for about 10 hours, it still takes 4 to 6 years for these balloons to biodegrade. So, within that time, it's a perfect chance for animals to go ahead and eat them or just for them to start breaking down into the environment. Mylar balloons, on the other hand, are made out of nylon. Now, the mylar material was originally made for the U.S. space program. These balloons were also covered in a toxic metallic finish, and these don't degrade at all. In 2003, volunteers collected 4,223 mylar and latex balloons only off of the New Jersey beaches. That is an insane amount of balloons just found in one small place. New Jersey is a really small state. Balloons cause a huge risk to animal health. So you're probably going to think that I'm automatically going to start talking about sea turtles. And yes, sea turtles are at the greatest risk because they feed on jellyfish. As you can see in this photo, a balloon looks very similar to a jellyfish, and to a sea turtle whose eyes aren't as developed as ours, they probably look exactly the same. And easily confuse that. Now, also, Dr. Jean Levers says that she found balloons, or she finds currently when she searches, balloons in about 1 in 20 seabirds. Seabirds are next following sea turtles. And balloons, they fly up into the air. You don't know how far they're going to land, whether they're going to land on land or in the water. And regardless, seabirds are in both. They feed on both areas. And when they do eat these balloons, it blocks their digestive tracts and causes them to starve to death. But when the balloon lands in the water, and it might not be directly for the seabirds, it will float along following the gyres of the ocean and usually end up now in the Great Pacific or the North Atlantic garbage patch. And as these are there, they'll start beginning to break down into microplastics. Now, microplastics are teeny itsy bitsy little pieces of plastic that come from, they don't degrade any more than that. So therefore, even though you can't see it, it still causes great harm because now even fish and smaller organisms are feeding on the microplastics, and it's starting to go through the entire food chain until it reaches back to us as well. And not only is just eating plastic a bad idea, but it's chemically hurting the balance of our oceans, which can therefore lead to dangers to our planet, since the ocean is kind of the blood of the planet. Just like straws, balloons are a small thing creating a big problem. Cleanups alone can't save our plastic problem, so we need to start refusing the products that are creating the problem from the beginning. There are alternatives to balloon releases. A lot of times you'll see at special events like weddings, graduations, etc., that we release balloons into the sky because it looks so pretty, which it is. I used to love doing that until I started finding out the dangers of balloons. But there are alternatives to balloon releases. You could do bubbles, streamers, kites, drumming. Drumming's actually pretty cool. It's found in a lot of older cultures, but when you drum on the drums, it's cool. Even some states in the U.S. have realized the impact of balloons and have made it illegal to release the balloons in that state. So these states include Virginia, Florida, Connecticut, Tennessee, New York, Texas, and California. And you can actually get a really big fine for releasing balloons, so make sure that you don't do that there, or hopefully anywhere, even if it's not illegal in that state or country. Balloons Blow is a really cool company that I found while doing some of this research that primarily focuses on the education and implementing of balloons. Um, they have great um, fact sheets, and they have great cleanups and so on, and they really want to make people aware of the harm of balloons because balloons blow. um, so you can also, on their website, make the promise to not release balloons. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that link below, and you can go there and check them out if you want more information specifically about balloons' impact on the environment. And if you want to see all this information written in a blog form from me, I'll attach that link below as well. Thank you for checking out this week's Eco Alphabet, and next week will be C for compost. Again, I'm Alexia Gypsy Dell'Oceano, and I'm so happy to be able to share this information with you and hopefully inspire you to start making a difference in creating a sustainable lifestyle. To see more from me, you can visit gypsydelloceano.com, and I can't wait to see you next week.